right? A lot of people think you're a tank, you're supposed to frontline. You are supposed to be in the front, but not in front of everybody. Okay, now let's talk about the absolute most important part of this character and how every single person plays him wrong. It's this right here. What is going on, guys? Today we are going to be making a Groot guide for y'all. This is probably not the most in-depth guide, but I will be trying to explain some of the main mechanics of the character and then also some of the more important things that these other guide videos don't talk about. I love Groot. We all love our tree friend, and he's like my favorite tank to play when I off-roll and I don't play DPS. I just play Groot. So we're going to jump into it. Groot's primary fire. His Vine Strike launches vines to attack enemies. Obviously, everybody knows, but it chunks, and it does a lot of damage. DPS, people don't really realize this, but it's like a projectile, so you have to lead it a little bit. It's relatively reliable at taking out flying heroes as well, because a lot of times they don't play super high in the air. Otherwise, they just don't get healing from their teammates. So as Groot, don't be scared to look out for the ones in the air, like Iron Man. Storm this season is going to be a problem. Right-click throws out a little cluster that does big initial damage if it hits them, and then also splashes. The Thorn Lash walls, this is his shift. These walls, whenever you hit somebody, or your teammates hit somebody, they attack. The play style behind Groot that most people don't understand is that he's really just a glorified big DPS. You want to be playing cover like this. This is all you want to do. You want to play cover, and you want to splash damage people and shoot them, right? And you don't want to use your walls for cover too much. Like, a lot of people think that, but these walls they'd have like less HP than you really think. So people are always trying to do this and play cover and like hit people. No. Like, you want to be putting them behind people, boxing people off, backboard, splash it off the top. Let me show you guys a basic combo. So if you throw just above their head, that way it hits them twice. So there you go. I messed it up the first time. So that's one of his basic combos, is if you get a thing behind somebody, aim slightly above their head, and then it should splash them twice if you get it right. His ult is basically Graviton Surge from Overwatch, like Zarya's ultimate. Just pulls people in. Be careful, if you shoot it into like Magneto ult, it will just eat it. So try not to shoot it into that. His shield can also just eat it. I think any shields actually just block it. I don't know if they get rid of it or if they... I gotta test that out actually, because I know I threw it at a Doctor Strange shield one time. I think it still goes off, but it doesn't grab anybody and it disappears. Now let's talk about the absolute most important part of this character and how every single person plays him wrong. It's this right here. His Ironwood wall. I see so many people get into a fight and they throw this down because it's like the bigger, heavier wall. The problem with that is, if you see this ring, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to see. Do you see this green ring right here? When I am, look, if you pay attention to the wall, it's not activated anymore. But when I walk inside that ring, it activates. So what this is doing is, anytime somebody in the vicinity of this wall is doing damage, if you look at my health bar, it's giving me shield. This counts for me and my teammates. One of the biggest mistakes I see lower ranked players making is they just throw this wall down and they never pay attention to the fact that it's actually used for bonus health for Groot. What you want to be doing, if let's say the fight's going on over here, you want to be throwing this wall down somewhere where they can't break it. And then you want to come over here and you want to be doing damage in the fight. And if you can hear, the wall is still activated in there, even through the wall. I don't have to LOS, and I'm still getting bonus health from the wall. Block a door, block an ultimate, whatever. Sometimes you have to use it, but most of the time this is how you should be playing with that wall. Oh yeah, well, you can, I almost forgot, you can place more than one wall. So obviously, like, if you're on console, it's probably a different button. For PC players, it's shift to place your Thorn Lash wall. If you hold click, you can actually add on to the wall whatever side you want and place them both at once. So if you want to make like a Fortnite ramp, you can dumb out with that. I don't find this super useful other than like putting your team on the high ground. You can also throw them above people. A lot of people won't even break these walls because they can get through, so they're like, oh, this Groot wall is stupid. But what happens is you just throw that under there and the wall hits them twice and then they get cooked. So alright, so in the beginning of the round, I always build ramps like this to, especially on this map, but there's a couple other ramp spots. I do that for my DPS so they don't have to use abilities to get to the high ground. They can just walk right up. Right click to get ult charge constantly. I throw this thing pretty much on cooldown. You'll see me using it constantly. Anytime I have right click, I'm just throwing it. I block the Venom in. I don't know why this guy thinks that he can beat me on a 1v1. But he can't because I just have healers here. So I'm just pelting him till he drops. They called out a Punisher turret behind, but I'm like, alright, whatever. I'm not worried about that guy. At this point, I wasn't really aware of the fact that my wood wall got broken, so then I place it again. But if you guys notice, look how much space that I'm able to hold up here and deny their enemy team from taking, while simultaneously just being really annoying for the enemy team. Like, he's wasting turrets, Venom wasted a dive on me. I just sit here and get healed. And I try to stay here for as long as I can and be annoying. And then look for poke on the back line. So I'm like, alright, I can't kill anybody because they haven't walked up yet. So I'm looking for something on the cart to hit. If you guys notice, look at my health bar down at the bottom. That's because I put the wood wall behind me. I haven't used it in a fight yet, like most people do. I put it behind me, and I have just a ton of HP and overshields. So I can just sit up here for free comfortably and just poke at their healers. What are they going to do? They have to look at me, which allows my team to poke them without them being looked at as hard. I think I do drop down here at some point because they do end up getting the cart around the corner. I think my tank ended up getting, yeah, my other tank dies, so I had to back up. And I'm just trying to hold this because I'm still getting heals and I'm still being annoying and holding space. So I'm like, all right. But after the cart starts getting pushed, I decide to jump down and play with the team till Magneto gets back. And I only got the Venom because what I should have done is shot it higher at the wall back there and it would have grabbed everybody, but that's fine. That happens sometimes. And now right now I'm just going to play behind the cart. This Punisher ult absolutely shreds Groot, so you just play behind cart until he's done. They Luna ult, so right now I'm just trying to stop them and slow them down. And then I'm going to kite into this room so I don't take tons of damage. If you notice, I play behind the cart, I play up top on an off angle, I play inside this room. Punisher with a shotgun is whack, so I'm immediately backpedaling because you do not want to fight him as Groot. Unless you have two walls that he's standing in front of and you can just right click him. I placed the Ironwood wall. And yeah, I'm just trying to, I'm low right here, so I'm trying to figure out where the heals are at so I can cook. But I do think I die here because it's just, we have no healing. I think our healers did perish. But let's see. Okay. So I use my ult on second point, I get staggered, and then we just get hard rolled on second point. So now I'm like, okay, we gotta hold third point pretty hard here. If you'll notice, I keep setting up my Ironwood wall away from the fight. This is probably like the biggest thing I want lower level players to take away from this is don't just throw your Ironwood wall out into the open. Throw it off on the side and get the bonus HP. It makes a big difference in your survivability. And right here I'm trying to survive as long as I can, but I am getting shredded. And at some point, I decide to break my wall because I know I'm going to need it for a shield. But I do just die, so it is what it is. I'm pretty sure this game goes into overtime. But that's why I picked this game, because I thought it was a pretty close game. A lot of these deaths are me just miscommunicating with my my tank and not backing up when I should. But I mean, look at Groot's damage. It's actually insane. So I throw a wall down because I wanted to try and hit all them, but they're obviously, we get ulted. We have a sick counter ult here. And yeah, I mean, that was just a good combo with my Moon Knight. So right click, try to put a wall down, melee. A lot of the times I'll try and right click, attack, melee, attack, melee, attack. That's pretty much like the mix up I try to do. Because Groot's third melee attack knocks people up in the air. A lot of people don't know that, but it does. And right now, yeah, I need to be placing my wood wall, which I do. And I'm just playing this corner. And I'm trying to hold this space so when they walk in, they get pelted with tons of damage. I just can't hard peek with their comp because they have so much poke. Try to take some space whenever we use ultimates. Typically when an ultimate is used, you want to push forward a little bit. That's just typically the way that I play. Like if we use a good ultimate, I push forward off that because it's pressure. And I'm a little deep here, but I don't care because Groot does ridiculous damage. Okay. You'll see me throwing my right click for splash damage a lot. I'm just trying to farm ultimate here. I try to build a Fortnite bridge and it does not work. I put it way too far away. So I put my Ironwood wall down. Right here I was trying to deny the flanker, poke him out so he doesn't want to push. And he doesn't, so then I'm like, alright. And right here I'm just looking to get Penny low. One thing I'll notice is that a lot of people don't respect Groot's damage. So they'll stand in front of you and think that you won't do tons of damage to them, which is just not the case. Yep, like he dies because I hit him with left click. My team kills him because he's 1 HP. Break Penny Parker mines if you can. That Penny would have died. Their Doctor Strange shielded her. I mean, Penny Parker is just so annoying. He's just continuously just shooting me with the webs, but it's fine. And now I'm like, oh, I might be dead here because they use both support ults. But somehow, I think it's because of my Namor ult here, I managed to get out, which was actually crazy. And then I launch a Groot ult to the left here. And it's not the biggest ult ever, but it's pretty decent. Their Groot hopped in it for some reason. And I just start building a fort so he can't get behind me. Well, I mean, I guess he's flying, so it's irrelevant, but... And then I pick up my walls. I don't know if that reduces the cooldown or not, but that's the way I do it. And now I'm going to be looking for stagger kills. After I build another Fortnite ramp that doesn't work. Massive right clicks, build ult charge. See, like this Groot right here, he wastes his wall in the middle of the thing for no reason, and I put mine to the left. And he's just dead. And look at my blue bar of health right there. And right here, we're just absolutely cutting up. And this Punisher's shredding me, and I'm low HP, so I just have to sit here and wait for heals. See, he places his Ironwood wall again. And a combo with my Moon Knight again. And now this is just a shoot melee kind of situation. I'm not scared to ult them when their supports are ulting because we have so much combo potential with me and Magneto and me and I was trying to wall off this Mantis, but she just dies anyway, so I was like, whatever. Now I'm going to be placing my Ironwood wall here to get some HP and then playing out of their LOS while my team gives me tons and tons of shield. And now I have 970 HP. I can go in there and slap whoever I want. Kill the Punisher. Yep, just burst combo him. I wasted this ult. This is something important to know. When you waste an ult like this was really bad by me. It costs our team a legit like 2 minutes of time. If I would have ulted right there and he would have gotten to kill both of those people with his ult, the Moon Knight, we just win the game right here. But instead, what I do is I throw my ultimate out without confirming that I'm hitting it because I just got lazy. It costs us an overtime fight, basically. Well, not really. We still had 1 minute 41 seconds. But it definitely wasted a ton of time. I mean, I don't know why he's ulting a Groot. He's not going to kill me, which is very silly. And now both their tanks are in here, and I just wall them off. This is not where you want to be with a Groot. Don't walk through a choke when there's a Groot. He can just wall you off over and over again and cook you. Doctor Strange is done for. Just melee him when he's holding shield. Yep. I'm not scared of Punisher whenever he doesn't have turret or he doesn't have ult. I'll just walk him down. I mean, he can hit me with the shotgun, but this dude was just using the machine gun, so not all that worried about him. Right click to finish him off. They're ulting. So I'm like, alright, I'll just kill Mantis. And I literally lose this 1v1 to Mantis, I think. We trade. Oh, we don't trade. I killed her, but Strange killed me. Mantis cooks up, kind of. And I get rezzed. Woohoo! I waste that ult as well, but then we just get it before they can touch. I also would have thrown that one too. If they would have touched with those support ults, I actually would have trolled super hard. Okay, so a couple of key takeaways from that game. Main thing is make sure you place your iron wall away from where they can destroy it so you get the bonus HP. Play behind cover, right? A lot of people think you're a tank, you're supposed to frontline. You are supposed to be in the front, but not in front of everybody, okay? So find an off angle somewhere in the front line. Place your Ironwood wall behind so you get the bonus HP. Right click as often as possible to either confirm kills, build ult charge, etc., etc. And don't just throw your ult as soon as you get it. Make sure you actually look for the biggest value. Think about the biggest value you can do. And if you're going to ult a Luna or a Mantis in their ult, make sure you have something to combo it with, like Moon Knight ult or something that does a ton of damage, or do it towards the end of their ult so it'll end while they're still in the Iron Trap. Yeah, but that's all I got. If you liked the video, comment, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.